use skill challenges as you trudge through the mudded street or something, but we'll skip that. It doesn't add anything. It would just be to showcase that particular mechanic. But it's just rain. You've all dealt with rain before.
I believe so.
There's no huge streaks of lightning or anything. Occasional thunder, yeah. Occasional lighting up of the sky, sure, but nothing major. You pass by Freedom Soul without problems, really, getting into the slightly more denser part of the forest, and then really back out of the slightly denser parts again. About 3-4 days pass at this point, and after another day of traveling, you would probably reach Lonebridge. As it happens on that day, though, you come across a rather particular scene. As you're walking around the cobblestone street, here in these parts slightly warped and such, the ground already being far softer, the trees getting a bit darker. Faint cries for help echo through the trees in front of you. The source of which, definitely human, definitely somewhat nearby, although pinpointing where he is exactly is rather difficult. In front of you, streaks in the mud that has collected on the cobblestone road of what must have been a wagon of sorts that has gone completely off course. The ridges in the mud are going sideways into the forest, dodging past trees, although the dodging part doesn't really seem intentional. And another strange occurrence is the fact that the ground near those ridges in the mud is sticky with strands of white material strung here and there. Almost looking like spider silk, but an enormous variant. The cries for help are rather distinct, coming from yourself, sounding like a single human male voice of some sort, crying for help in general, and "Oh, old father, help me, there's beasts and I'm in danger, and why isn't anyone coming?"
Well,
sounds like our cue.
Move in that direction. Yeah,
Let's go south.
Yeah. Let's go ahead.
Not really
and
much
try
hesitation.
to find
there.
him.
I don't know why any of you other bloodthirsty murderers would care.
Oh, don't say that.
Murderer.
Certainly
talking
not
about?
bloodthirsty either.
I'm not bloodthirsty or a murderer.
That's right, Jake. You're not.
Never killed anyone.
Oh, I
Four
certainly
people?
killed people, but
4 people
Pretty
with
sure
one
that one
hatchet.
axe throw
directly caused the death of 4 people.
That's a strong beginning to your life as a killer.
So following
Oh, not to say I haven't killed people before.
following the tracks really isn't that difficult. Let me center you here. Let's see, but as it happens, let's see, you would probably be rushing into the forest, right? Just position yourself, kind of.
Okay. It's like
Sure.
forest tree.
Because at this point, Jax would be kind of here.
He's
You very quickly realize that you're not alone, and the source of the carnage here might just be right around you.
There's something else that may come into play at some point, if not here. How does buffing before a battle works, if that's even a thing?
It's a thing if you have the ability for it, basically. So I have the second form.
Yeah,
Because the
some
duration
buffs,
is usually battle, basically, right?
some buffs like the zombie form specifically say before a battle, and it lasts until after the next battle. Your minute buffs, essentially, you can only really cast in combat.
Well, I mean, you can cast them before combat if you know combat is coming. Like, there's no, limitation.
That's true. So they do only last 5 minutes out of combat, meaning that if you cast them and you still trudge through the forest for 5 minutes, then you lose the buff, essentially. But I suppose if you're expecting to...
Yeah, I mean, if
get
you're hearing
combat
the
into the next
screaming and
5
stuff,
minutes-
like...
Yeah, okay, I think that would be
You can
reasonable.
basically judge how far it is, maybe.
So I'll give you 1 buff that you can cast before combat.
Yes, I would like to go with the Shield of Faith. Then. Giving, let's see, the 4 in front of us, certainly. And probably Jax as well.
Okay.
A +1 to AC.
Alright, make sure to mark that down in your properties so it's easily visible. And Fancy will quickly realize that there are creatures rather close to her.
Well,
buzzing of large wings.
You see, now, you're only lonely if you're not there for you, so Fancy was never alone whenever she ran here into the south, and so this does not change the fact that she was not alone.
So, let's roll initiative here.
The giant web spider says, "Yes, it is time for doing new combat."
Welcome to my domain!
Roll initiative for species
Oh
of
no,
food.
that's the worst creature in the universe, a spider wasp. That's like the 2 most things I heard, I hate the most in the world.
That was insult.
Welcome to Phobia Central.
Yeah, this is really bad.
It's
Really fucking bad.
Alright, everyone. Gil-Galad hasn't rolled yet?
I believe I have. Oh, you didn't give the roll
yeah.
for some reason. Okay, let me put that. 17, there we go.
Okay, let me sort. Let me add my escalation archer.
That one's super
There we go. As it turns out, Jax is the first to act, at least to this danger, not necessarily to the cries. And you know what? He does like Fancy, and Fancy seems to be wanting to head into danger. And, well, he has to do something. So he will run forward and basically engage the first danger he sees.
Oh goodness.
This guy. Well, at least he has a Shield of Faith, so
So we
+1
failed
maybe.
the escort mission, guys. Good work.
I mean, he
Based
probably
on
has a
what?
pay on him, so...
There is that. And the vial may be worth something anyway.
Let's see.
Maybe
This spider will...
Maybe he'll be very wounded and need to sleep again.
Can you see NPC initiative? Yes, you can. This spider then will, from its back, conjure strings of this white sticky stuff and
Webs.
throw it. One could argue that it is webs, and throw it at Graham and the otherling.
Is that perhaps
This
a
is-
ranged attack?
It is a ranged attack.
So
It is a
get to...
it is a close quarters ranged attack.
Oh, come on. Fine.
I love how the spider's like, that fucking stupid
So-
Jax. He's not even relevant to me.
Nope.
That
None
is
of that.
versus Graham. That is versus the otherling.
Well, alright.
Okay. 3 damage, and the
3
target
damage.
is dazed.
Just dazed.
Dazed for information. I have fancy macros for that.
Yay.
Weapon.
I'm the one with the fancy macros.
Fancy.
Hmm.
Yes.
Oh.
Well, Fancy is pretty confident that this whole escort thing that she was this is not how this is supposed to go here. And so, like, how Fancy's, like, been given purpose is, like, Fancy, like, let me adhere you to the grid, Fancy. There we go. And this giant web smiter, there are cries for help, and she's not a veteran adventurer who thinks it's all traps and ruses. She thinks the spider is evil and has done something malevolent because she doesn't much care about the spider's feelings. And so she will attempt to resolve the spider for probably half damage.
Yes. For 11 points of damage.
That is the end of my turn. No, this seems properly fitting. Quick action. Song of Heroes!
Yes.
That
Okay.
is definitely not how a Song of Heroes sounds, Jonas.
What?
That is, you are terrible. You murder people in the dark, and you do a...
I have not murdered anyone. I have not been caught. Thus,
No
I'm not a
evidence.
murderer.
Dimezz.
So I asked before about nearby. Does that include, like, when you say adjacent, is that just or diagonals also?
It's all of these. Diagonals
Okay.
also.
Okay. different games have different rules on that.
There's no Manhattan movement here.
Yeah. Well, I will try a shadow walk then.
18. Yep, that's enough.
Okay, so
He's fucking gone! Where the fuck did he go?
You removed yourself from initiative too.
yeah,
so that might not
I
be
cut
ideal.
myself. Oh, true. Hmm.
Just put yourself down again, and we'll just give you a halo. Okay.
Okay.
Black.
The John Cena halo.
Let me move you back to the point you were at.
He is a child of night, Graham.
Yes.
All right, you are
It
gone.
kind of fades into the shadows, like maybe he crawls through the wagon wheel rut or like disappears behind a tree. It seems like every time you look around, he's somewhere else.
Let's see.
I'm not paying that much attention to him. He's so small.
Exactly.
This jumping spider will certainly do as the name implies and rush towards Graham,
No, he won't.
jumping along the way.
I would say like in rush.
Alright, interrupted by the Etherling. We'll try to bite the Etherling.
Yes, that certainly does hit.
Okay, it's not a 16 caster. Graham.
Well, I think we'll have the +1 to hit. We'll just kill some things now. Like we'll start with this other spider over here. Edling got that one, so he'll move over here and he will do his smite evil too. He's that's pretty terrible. All right, so that would be 5 points of damage probably. Well, Edling can attack this spider. And probably miss too.
No. Gil-Galad.
Minus 4 to that anyway.
Let's see. Well, the distances here are a bit not exactly what I would prefer, but I suppose I will move around here, trying to get around everybody, and then focus.
Okay. Let's see. The spider wasp fidgets around looking for a good target and decides to go for the person who just arrived.
Hello, spiders.
And essentially launches itself towards Gil-Galad. It is very much flying, although it's more of a I'm now a projectile kind of flight. As it will try to sting Gil-Galad. 14. That just hits, I believe.
That just hits, I suppose.
Okay.
So that
4
is
damage and 4 ongoing poison.
Let's put
Anrakyn.
So, daily spells recover each day, right? Or is it...
No.
Each day in quotation marks. You get them back at every full heal up, which is something that I will specifically state. Now you get a full heal up. A day in reference to spells is something abstract, which may be 1 day or 1 year, depending on when I give you the heal up.
That's not a lot.
So whatever daily,
Well,
whenever you use, if you use the daily in the first battle, you won't have it for this battle.
I'll zap the spider wasp, I guess, trying to help Gil-Galad a little bit. I'll shoot him with a ray of frost.
Okay.
Nope.
That does not hit. It'll take the 1 point of miss damage of grazing cold or whatever. Let's see. This jumping spider
It's a little
is
chilly.
against the grab.
That's a bit chilly.
Well, it'll happily attack Graham and miss terribly.
Yes.
Escalation Archer. Didn't
No,
I miss
because-
the spider?
Was there another spider?
Because I'm such a good person, sheep. This spider
Yeah,
wasp was like picking its
Yeah,
eyes.
I just noticed that. Alright, it'll go for, let's see. It'll go for fancy.
This is what honesty gets you, everyone.
Yes.
A spider
A
wasp.
spider wasp in the
Crit
face. Ugh.
The story
18.
of how fancy fails. That's a miss.
That is a miss. Escalation Archer goes to 1. And Jax, finally having gone to all fours and such, showing his claws and teeth, will try to tear into this giant web spider.
Alright, impress us.
With a
That's,
critical.
There you go.
that's impressive.
He does
did.
10 points of damage. Amazing.
Nice.
Oh God. That's dangerous to be near him.
The web spider likes no part of this and will try to bite Jax. That, however, does not hit him. Fancy.
Alright, well, Fancy looks over from the spider too. Fucker just tried to sting me. Fancy's like, she's heard horror stories. She has no foundation or basis for knowledge in nature, but she's heard rumors, and they probably go poorly when someone attempts to stab you with a thing. So Fancy will have none of this. She will use her second of 4 daily usages of Smite Evil to knock that spider wasp out of her face. You scrub for 7 points of damage.
Oh, it'll take 7.
Fancy remains here. Also, I don't suppose a 14 versus AC would have hit it, because I am seeing
no.
Which
No.
reminds me that I need to roll to sustain that. That is a failure, which means we go to the final verse of the song. One ally of my choice gains a +2 bonus to their next attack roll this battle, which I think is going to be Graham, because she can't fucking see Dimezz.
All right.
Right,
Take
Dimezz.
Take that.
Well, he sees Gil-Galad's in some trouble, so falling from the tree directly there, he didn't know he was there.
Ooh.
Fucking John Cena!
Yeah.
Drops like half
Falling
Batman.
from the tree, he tries to kind of slice at the spider here.
Bat baby.
That hits.
And he will sneak attack.
And okay.
I do believe you do double damage with this attack too.
Yep.
So that is 24 points of damage.
Probably enough for me to do nothing.
Away!
The spider wasp is rather hurt, kind of tumbling now. Certainly staggered, but not down yet.
It's not dead yet, so
No.
I believe I can try to get inside its head. Let's
Is
see.
it death nullable?
Well, it will soon.
Not anymore.
It's gonna explode.
Yeah, it's dead.
As it will sow it with
Away!
your penis.
Foul beast!
See, this jumping spider will try to take care of this thing in front of it. And misses terribly. Alright. Well, it'll stay determined. Graham.
The thing will attack it back and miss again. Graham has a +2 to hit, so he will try to use that to the best of his abilities to just attack this thing with his long axe.
That's it.
Right, then I will use my Surge of Strength to do an additional 8 points of damage.
That is then... Ooh, it's hurt. It's definitely hurt.
20 points.
Motivated by the Song of Heroes.
Yes, it is, that reminds him of his old days. I mean,
Gil-Galad.
scores,
This is what I can get behind.
yeah, like songs of amazing, cool things, yeah.
I will begin by focusing, and then I believe I first take the damage from the ongoing, right?
Yes,
Yep,
and then you can do a
Then I will
save.
make it. So the save is not with any other stats, just the roll 20, right?
It's just a flat
Yes.
1d20 unless you have a rare bonus to saves.
No, I don't think. Well, no. Don't think
That's
that's
a failure.
enough or anything.
See, this spider wasp is most definitely dead. Anrakyn.
Okie doke. Moves down here. He feels around. Nothing.
What?
He's
Oh.
asking me if he can kill the jumping spider.
Oh, no.
Okay. Then I will shoot the jumping spider with the Ray of Frost to try to destroy it and free Graham.
Release me from this prison.
Rise, Graham, the sword of grief!
That hits, but the spider is just barely still hanging there.
Not
Well,
anymore.
Is it though? Enough! Slams down
There you
the...
go.
It shudders against the Ray of Frost, but then drops dead.
Anyone hurt? Yeah, the Elderling is kind of hurt.
Gil-Galad is hurt.
Gil-Galad is fucking melting.
You know,
Gil-Galad can get
almost staggered
the,
there.
the juicy 1 hit point. There wasn't much life in that spider.
No,
So-
I've taken most of it.
I will
Okay.
take that 1 hit point too.
No, I didn't skip you. This spider wasp here is engaged with a target it really doesn't like to attack, but there's that other one who's already hurt by the other spiders.
You know, Fancy wouldn't even take her opportunity attack. She wants nothing to do with this thing. And the spider wasp wants to go, she'll let it go.
Alright, it will take that opportunity and go for Gil-Galad.
Damn it.
Unless Dimezz may want to.
Nope.
Yeah,
You couldn't
so-
you can't intercept
Nice.
these guys because they are flying.
This
Halfling's like,
I can't jump up enough.
You need bolas or nets or a boomerang or
It
something.
will shoot towards
I
Gil-Galad
have
and try to
throwing.
sting him.
Oh god, the pain!
Ouch.
Rip.
Yep. And since you're already taking ongoing poison damage, you are now vulnerable. Which vulnerable, if I activate my fancy macro here, means that attacks can crit you easily. For example, the attack I just rolled would have been a crit if you had been vulnerable.
So now you're taking 2 sources of ongoing damage.
And I'm taking 8,
Yes.
basically.
You have to save against them separately too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's,
Jax will continue attacking the web spider with a rather reckless assault.
Smack, smack,
18.
crack.
That guy.
That's it.
He's doing it.
Yeah, he's working it.
Okay, let's see. If he's gonna hit, I'm gonna try to help him out. Perhaps free Fancy out of that.
Yeah, he
So
did it.
let's see. And Fancy, do you have the song ongoing? So
No,
I can
it's
add
done.
that as well.
It's done.
In that case, but I
Well,
retain my
that's-
focus.
What 1 extra point of damage and you retain your focus.
Yep.
Yes, it's something, possibly.
The spider.
Just like, the fuck is this dragon shit? Like,
It will
break
try
dancing.
to shoot at its web at both Fancy and Jax here. That's versus Fancy, and that's versus Jax. That's a critical.
it does make sense that Chris Jack's back. Like, listen here, you fucking shit.
So he will take 6 points of damage, and he is dazed and stuck.
Till the end of the spider's next turn.
Oh shit.
Fancy.
Well, you know, Fancy's pretty damn relieved that the crazy flying creature like flew away from her. That's good. That was a little panicking. Looks over at the giant web spider, having like basically like cut through like whatever like ribbons of web strung out for her. Isn't this nightmare fuel? She is going to activate her once per battle adventurer tier feat, Armored in Life, to allow her to use an attack from a class that normally takes an attack bard, to make a bard attack with her silver greatsword against the giant web spider. Escalation die is of that. 26 versus armor class.
Definitely a hit.
And so she is going to scream at Gil-Galad to pull it together, allowing him to heal using a recovery.
Thank you. Let's do that with 9 hit points. Very well. Thank you
That
very much.
is the end of my turn. I figure it's the least I could do after fucking allowing the wasp to go get you.
Well, you know, it can happen to anyone.
Dimezz.
Yep, I will try to just stab this thing, this spider wasp, into death. Sneak attack. Oh, I miss. I have to hit in order to.
Yes, that
Wait, did
misses.
I hit the basic melee attack twice? Oops.
Yes,
Didn't
you
use
did.
it.
He
It was
rolled a
just a
1 even.
You rolled a... Yeah, that does nothing.
I meant to hit my sneak attack, but I guess my push to talk button counts as a mouse click.
It was hard to reach up for the flying giant wasp.
Yes.
I just can't do it. I'm like,
I know. The 20 is what Dimezz dreamed that would be, and is what it actually was.
In his mind, that what it was.
Yeah.
Reality and hope.
This thing is getting on the spider's nerve.
Well, it's
That's a
going to
mess.
continue.
My nerve.
Graham.
We'll attack back.
That doesn't hit.
Well, these people here seem like they're being bothered by this monster, so he should move down here. And there's no song anymore, but he can still swing his axe at things. So that's what he'll do.
Yep, that hits. And the spider wasp is definitely staggered.
All right.
Gil-Galad.
Let's see, starting with a karmic rebuke, let's try to show this monster a few things.
Alright, is that
what-
a close quarters attack?
Yes, indeed it is. So
Okay.
there should be no provocation.
Yep. It sure is. No provoking.
That
That-
may not be enough, though.
No. The spider wasp
Okay.
resists
Do
your
it again.
feeble attempts.
In that case, I may try to disengage.
You can try that again, right? It's a quick action if you want to.
Well, Karmic Rebuke does not allow you to retain your focus. You have to expend it as part of the casting of it. There's no, retain focus result.
Oh, okay, so yeah, it was expended, I suppose. Let's move the focus there. In that case, yeah, I believe I should probably try to, get away from this. And then again, it can shoot right into me again. So that's bad.
It's engaged currently.
It would have to try to get away from Dimezz and Graham first if you disengaged.
And you can't just safely pop away, right?
Well, if I manage to save, let's try that
Oh,
first.
you can teleport, right? No.
Yeah, I could, I guess.
Like once
Yes,
per battle.
you're-
Sorry, did you say teleport?
Yes. I suppose, yeah, I kind of forgot
Jake
about
is
this.
triggered.
Thank you. So yes, let's remember that I am indeed a higher nature.
I am
Oh.
of a higher breed.
And
So how does that
Remember
look?
your
Is,
roots!
Dimezz looks to his left and sees how does that look?
well, first of all, you see the Gil-Galad's shadow basically grow almost, closer to him and kind of reaching around him. And then as he grows darker and more transparent, another shadow kind of appears in place here. And he grows there a little bit more, more real, I suppose, in a way. And suddenly, one of the images is disappearing, and the other one becomes solid.
Well, that wasp is stumped.
Oh,
What? I mean.
Okay, anything else?
Yes, again I will focus. And then I will take my ongoing damage, I suppose, which is quite a bit.
Yes, 8 points of damage.
That's wow. And then I will try to save against each one of them.
Yeah,
individually.
You need to roll 3 saves in total.
3.
Say.
Also
Two
vulnerable.
against.
No.
Yep.
Yeah,
Still
you're
vulnerable.
still vulnerable.
Okay, at least I'm not taking damage anymore. That's good.
Okay, Anrakyn.
Death knell.
No.
Okay, I'm gonna blast it with some ice. Stupid spider wasp. I don't like it.
Spider wasp? Spider wasp. That's whatever a spider wasp does.
So
That
let me
hits. And it's almost dead.
know. Enough.
It's entirely dead.
4 hit points go to Gil-Galad as Anrakyn
Two.
weaves the magics and sends life force his way.
Thank you very much.
It's a pretty
Manaki.
useful thing.
Yes,
Yes.
yes it is. Grimith recommended it to me. I'm very happy.
See, Jax is stuck in daze, but that will not stop him. He'll continue attacking the web spider. This will be at a -4. So that's 3. So fancy. As you see Jax whirling with his claws and tail and whatnot, you notice that he isn't really paying too much attention to the people he might be fighting with. So you can choose to take 2 points of damage, or pop free and drop prone.
Trying to determine what would tell the better story here. I like stories. So yes, Fancy is like, it's like she's like looking away at the spider, wasp flies away, good. She focuses on the web spider, and all of a sudden this fucking tail comes out of nowhere, swats Fancy right in the face. She fucking like falls away prone.
Jax immediately turns to Fancy with an expression that clearly says, "Oh god, I didn't mean to do that, I'm sorry. Also, there's a giant spider attacking me, so don't mind me while I keep focusing on that."
Dazed and stuck in webs and everything.
Yeah. Which will stop now because it's the spider's turn.
Yes, at the end of the spider's next turn.
It won't matter for what the spider's doing, so that's fine. The spider will try to
silence of the spider.
disengage actually here and fail.
Phew. I felt that like it was coming for me. I knew it.
It is.
It will shoot more web at both Fancy and Jax here.
Ugh.
This is against Fancy, that's a natural 1. And this against Jax, which hits.
Poor Jax.
It was compensating for like me supposedly standing, and the spider's like, "What the fuck is this shit?"
Target is dazed. He's not stuck, however. Fancy
Uses a move action to like push herself to her feet. You know what? Someone else can handle it. Fancy is good.
I have dinner to make.
You know, the fuck, right?
Someone was screaming.
Fancy is just gonna like ready her bow and end her turn.
Yeah, the cries for help have not stopped.
What, are they going further to the
Can
south?
we see anything?
Yes,
The spider.
further from the south.
In that
Probably
case,
not
that's
too far, but some distance still.
In that case, to hell with that. Fancy's gonna move further south and end her turn.
Okay. Dimezz. How do you say your character's name? Like?
I say Dimezz, but it doesn't really matter.
I mean, surely that's the right way to say it.
Who cares
I don't know.
about halflings? Come on.
Mr.
Sure.
Tristram.
Dimezz works. You know, it makes his job a lot easier if you don't know exactly what to call him.
Exactly. That's right, Chester Cobblepot.
He's very forgettable. It's perfect.
Mm-hmm.
All right, your turn.
Yep. Ederling is not doing great.
It's fighting. It's fine.
Yeah, I know. But if it crumbles, that's some extra effort that has to go forth to fixing it. So.
Yep, that hits.
Yep.
For 11
For
points. Spider here is finally slightly hurt. Not staggered though. And the spider will turn around and attack Dimezz instead, because this thing is proving incredibly frustrating even for a spider. That's a natural 20.
I am
Oh,
so
dear.
angry right now.
Oh, look at that. Look at that 2d8 poison damage. Oh.
So you take 16 points of normal damage, or physical damage,
Good lord.
and 6 points of ongoing poison damage.
I would have killed
The
him right
6 points you only take in the first round, and then you take the normal 3 points of poison that you would have normally gotten. So on a crit, the ongoing damage is only doubled on the first time you take it.
So. 24.
16
Total.
points of normal damage. The ongoing damage is not
Or no, just
applied
20,
until
yeah.
the end of your
Yeah.
turn.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just mark that down.
Like the
And
label.
since this was a critical, the first time you take it, it'll be doubled.
Yep.
Spider's very happy with this turn of events.
It's
Crap.
because he wasn't used to like
Yeah.
fighting like a creature made out of
Oh,
bones.
okay. It's hard to suck the juices out of bone. Doesn't really have any. Well, Graham, you know, was anyway a holy warrior of Wargil, and as it happens, Wargil hates fucking spiders. So you know, maybe now that his ally has moved away, he can and he saved them. He can move in, and just daily use of smite evil to get at this thing.
Get him.
So add up the
Remember-
bonuses. There we go.
Remember the ancient bonds of hatred.
Smack.
So it is a hit in that case. Let's try to bring some divine justice into that.
Yeah, those both hit. Spider has seen better days. It's still moving, but it might as well just be a pile of goop at this point, and chances are that as soon as it's Anrakyn's turn, that will actually be the case.
Spoilers.
Teasers.
Anything else, Manaki?
No.
Okay, Gil-Galad.
Okay, let's see. First of all, I will attempt to heal myself. And actually, let's see. Zik, can you share your tokens ownership? If you want us to know how much HP you have, perhaps, maybe. You may need it more than I do, actually.
Have I not shared it?
Nope,
No.
we can't see you at all. Like the
That
one
was the
person who's
design.
super secret.
Yeah.
He's John Cena.
This is my design.
There we go.
So, yeah, I think you're gonna need my healing first.
Damn,
A bit
son,
more than
your
I will.
PDB high.
So go ahead and use a recovery with a +2 HP to whatever you roll.
Oh, okay. So, cool.
So 7.
Yep. Awesome.
And then I will focus and stare at this big spider.
Okay, and
Now, whose
Anrakyn-
recovery does that use? Yours or mine?
Yours.
Yours.
Jake.
Anrakyn has had enough of that spider.
Spider agrees.
And let's see. Dimezz is certainly in more danger at the moment, so he'll get the heal. The 4 hit points flowing into him from the death of the spider.
Invigorating.
As Anrakyn's dark magic heals him, and then he'll blast the spider with a ray of frost. Nope. One damage.
That's a miss. Yes. Escalation Archer goes to 4. No, now I added it to initiative twice. It's at 4. Give me a moment. Jax doesn't get it, so he'll attack. Actually, he has nothing to attack. He'll move over here and attack.
Oh,
He 19. It's
Well, despite being dazed, I guess the 22 still hits.
yep.
No, he's doing stuff. He's getting all those good rolls out, so the enemies don't get them.
Fancy.
Fancy
Bad.
moves off the map.
Right.
suppose no enemies there, so...
You get a new map. There you go.
There's like a.
Neat.
There's like a
You could do another move. This is basically right adjacent in a sense.
Yes, I, assuming that she's not right on top of the voice screaming for help, she does double move away.
Yeah, the voice is essentially in the center over here, and in fact from there you can see the voice, the source rather of the voice. It is a rather panicked. Actually, they are invisible. There we go. A rather panicked person standing on top of an overturned covered wagon with its prior contents spread all over the place, currently being harried by, well, you have been in the company of necromancers, so something rather similar. Rotting corpses, really, that should be laying down but are not.
Oh, those most certainly qualify as likely. Fancy's gonna fucking enjoy destroying them.
Look at that horse. I could ride.
There's also a horse south of the wagon that seems to have contracted a similar affliction, currently fighting one of these spider wasps. But that is all your actions. Dimezz.
Shit.
Yeah, I guess I'll finish it.
Vitality.
Was it a 4 right now, the escalation die?
Yes. Yeah,
Because I
that
had
hits.
been forgetting about it this entire time.
That hits. Sneak attack for 12, so it's almost dead.
Hey.
But before it dies, it will try to eat this halfling. It's a 19.
God.
8 points of damage.
Yeah.
And,
Oh, wait, hang on. I need to take my 6 poison. And is there a save also?
Yes, you would
Yes.
roll just a flat d20, 11 or higher succeeds. Oh,
That's a no. You still take 3 ongoing damage from that, and you take an extra 4 ongoing from this attack.
Yep.
And now the spider will try to disengage from this,
Shuffle
taking
away.
-2. That's a failure, but it will try to scuttle. It takes 4 points of damage as it kind of weaves between everyone's legs, kind of getting stuck on the way, and moves away. Over here. Ran.
Well, he'll just like send the Elderling to go get it.
fetch!
That misses.
Well, and then he will follow a full fancy down. So I suppose that was like 1, 2.
Yes,
Or-
basically. Let me just.
Okay.
I know it's a bit non-Euclidean, but just. Oops, that's not what I did. But just assume that these two maps are exactly adjacent to each
Like
other, even
lined
though
up.
the wagon would have gone like, you know. Yeah. Just assume.
Fucking non-Euclidean!
There
Links
is a
up.
rift in reality here.
It's the
Yeah.
non-Euclidean
Such.
forest. We all know
Can
it.
you
down
fix
is
this,
here.
Gil-Galad? Can you fix this?
Can only try.
Nothing can fix this. Just run.
Let's see. I think for now, let's try to release the Elderling with our karmic rebuke here towards that running spider. After moving first. So move.
Okay.
See?
How does karma kill this spider?
Karmic rebuke is kind of Gil-Galad trying to directly invade their minds. And basically, he's showing them images of terrifying truths. You know the type.
You pummel someone with their own
The
negative
spider sees in his mind, I'm not important!
karma. I should
but
never
it's
have
sorry.
bitten that halfling.
Mother never loved me.
Kills them directly with fear,
My
basically.
200 other siblings were all loved more than me.
For 1 second, you give him the full
And,
understanding of
before
everything
we move
he's
on-
ever encountered as an intelligent being.
Gil-Galad still
God.
has a standing
I
action.
will use
That
my
is true.
standard action as a quick action to go ahead and give Dimezz another heal.
Hey.
Okay.
So that would be
Would be quick move and quick. Yeah. Anrakyn.
Okay, well, there's a lot of stuff happening down there, so he will move. How far can you move? 1 square?
2.
2?
Two.
If you want
If
to
you
control
double
standard,
move.
Can he from where he is see anything down there to snipe? Or,
No, not yet.
alright,
Also, it would
that's-
be beyond far away.
Then we'll just keep moving down. At as quick a
Can-
pace as he can muster.
Can definitely hear the sounds of, well, wood getting crunched a bit and the panicked voice reaching its crescendo, if that is even possible. The escalation archer goes to 5. Well, Jax isn't entirely sure what to do here, but everyone seems to be moving south, so he
he'll
will
also
too.
no longer be dazed, I presume.
Yes. Fancy.
Well, there's someone screaming for help. There's horrible, ugly creatures ripping through this. So this might be a time as a free action to try and see if I can finagle this without the group hug. The invocation of love. At some dramatic moment, you're an ally of my choice. Me suggesting here, because this is an appropriate dramatic moment. This guy is standing here on the verge of collapse, it seems, while zombies try to eat at his ankles. And so I figure I can roll for an icon relationship, we would say the Oracle, that might have an effect on this outcome.
Sure. I think that's appropriate. It's certainly a dramatic moment.
Yes. Aha!
Love wins!
Oh my.
So the GM will have to improvise what that means in the middle of combat.
How does the Oracle
times.
come and help?
A lovebird flies into the face of the zombie, knocks it away.
I know light comes from beyond, above. Angels descend.
They made a marriage to this
Solar.
horse.
I have come to judge thee.
Let's see. I'll make a suggestion here because I'm not entirely sure what would be good for this, and we haven't really set a precedent yet. But I could argue that maybe this moment is so dramatic that through the rain and the clouds, a single enormous shaft of sunlight beams down at this overturned caravan, distracting the zombies to essentially make them dazed for a turn.
Okay. That's a beacon of light, like a mist from the clouds in Fancy's mood. It finally uplifts after these several days of suspicion and confusion.
The man looks and sees through the beam of light a single figure coming to aid him.
That's right, her metal glinting, like, beneath the heavy rain cloak she's wearing.
Light of the shaft
Angel, a
catching the
goddess,
silver
perhaps?
sword. As a,
It's like the lovebird almost seeming to flap on, like, like on the breast of her armor. She will use her third of 4 daily uses of Smite Evil on the zombie. Let's see here.
Some baby.
BAM!
weaving a deadly arc with his golden blade.
28, that's
what I told you, man. It's the poems.
The blade does bite into the rotting flesh. Oddly enough, at this distance, Fancy sees that the clothing of this figure isn't nearly as decayed as the flesh. It is quite, well, normal, really.
Fancy doesn't care.
Dimezz.
He's gonna try to join them down there. That's all I really got.
Okay.
I need to take damage and saves now.
Yes.
That's what, 7, so...
Ideally, you put your ongoing damage and such in your labels, so
okay.
we know...
Yeah, it was 7, though. 3 and a 4. So.
Okay.
And you would roll 2 saves individually
yeah.
against the 3 and 4.
Yeah. For the 3 first, because, yep, that's a failure, and
dear.
a failure.
Uh-oh, Dimezz's body is, like, falling apart, guys.
He'll move here to be able to intercept one of the zombies should they attempt to get the guy.
Okay.
And
Gil-Galad.
of course.
Oh wait, sorry. I just instinctively
It's
skipped
fine.
you entirely. No. You moved up. Anything else?
Go.
Okay.
Yeah, I moved the skeleton as
Gil-Galad.
well. But
Dimezz is in real trouble here. And then again, these guys, can they take this care of themselves? Hopefully.
Well, you're so far away. All you can see is this beam, the shaft of sunlight that's caught in the rain.
Yeah, they got it. Like, the guts is like on top of them. So I got it. So Gil-Galad is gonna do an invocation of his own, whispering some healing words, allowing the shadows around him basically to grow somehow shinier. And by that, he will kind of gather this light and allow Dimezz to use another heal.
this one's free.
For free.
For free, no recovery is expended on
You
that.
must live, Dimezz.
Also, Jake, mark your ongoing as 3 + 4 because they are 2 separate things
Oh,
that
yeah,
need to be
true.
separately saved against.
And I believe I can now actually make a save against my vulnerability.
Yes.
This is not
That's a
pretty-
failure. Still vulnerable. Anrakyn.
Hup. Can you see anything from here?
At this point, yeah, with the huge shaft of light piercing through the rain, you can make out most everything.
He like, it's beautiful. And then he will He'll shoot the human zombie that Fancy is fighting because he wants to protect Fancy.
Somehow shooting past the overturned wagon, but yeah, sure.
It's sorcery. You don't know.
The light is so majestic. The ray will find a way.
Ray will find a way. Ah,
Does it hit the? It's only nearby targets though, right?
ranged, it says.
Yes, but the target is one nearby enemy.
Yeah,
Oh.
These
the
enemies
zombie
are
would
far
be
away.
far away.
Oh.
These ones are nearby. The ones adjacent to you. The
I
ones
guess I
beyond
can-
those are far away, and then it's like unreachable.
No, wait. Oh, okay. Yes, I looked at Magic Missile.
That
I
one
believe
is
Ray of Frost has a feat that lets you target far away enemies, but I think that's
it's like an
champion.
epic feat.
Oh,
Yeah.
epic. Oof. Well, I can't do much then. I'm just gonna forget I did anything.
Take another move.
Oh.
I mean, to get in range for that zombie to eat me?
I'll
Oh, you
engage
could, like,
anything
yeah.
that comes your way.
Yeah, if you move there, Graham can intercept.
Okay.
Let's see, the escalation archer reaches the dramatic moment of 6. It's at its
Such-
maximum now.
Such
The angels
escalation.
sing in the sky.
Oh.
6 will move up and move here. Looking around, being confused by everything, but that's his permanent state of mind at the moment, so he's fine. Fancy.
Now, did you want to roll initiative for the new enemies?
Yes, I meant to do that after the end of this round. Thanks for reminding me.
Oh, indeed.
There we go. Let's sort this again. And Fancy.
All right. Fancy. Fueled by the light. The clouds are starting. Fueled by the light will make a bard attack. This will be at a -2 to the attack roll against yonder zombie.
That hits.
Yes.
Fine.
In that case, I will use my amazingness to let me see if I can find it here. Hold on. Shit. God damn it. I had the page open, and now here we go. This is what I wanted. Let me copy that and paste it because I didn't have it prepared. Healing NPCs. The GM isn't tracking recoveries for NPCs, and most monsters aren't healing the way PCs do. But if you do use a healing spell on an NPC, she wants that man to pull it together. Ask the GM to let it heal them 1d6 to 1d10 hit points per level, depending on the nature of the NPC. Maybe a d6. Give him a d6.
Yeah. He doesn't look like a very enduring fighter. I think a D6 is.
Yes,
is
but he is undoubtedly inspired by the light and this holy beacon of fancy Minett, like charging out to his aid.